It's fight week, people. We got Nick Bull versus TJ Doheny. Nick Bull is your WBA featherweight champion, and he's defending it against TJ Doheny. I believe this is a voluntary defense because TJ Doheny lost against Inui in his last fight. And I think that they're making him fight Nick Bull as some sort of comparison because I believe that they want to get Inui up to featherweight to fight Nick Bull at some point. But I wanted to touch on this article that I've seen online about purses because it kind of ties into what I was trying to explain with how Dana White won't be able to undercut boxers with this league because they know the purses that are going around. So this article says Nick Bull versus TJ Doheny purse. How much will both fighters earn for this championship fight? This Saturday, March the 15th, the WBA featherweight title fight between Nick Bull and TJ Doheny will take place where both fighters will also compete for a juicy purse, not only for being the winner of this boxing event, but also for the dividends from the number of pay-per-view subscriptions. It should be remembered that Nick Bull has collected notable prizes as happened in his fight against Ronnie Rios in October 2024, which turned out to be the most recent boxing match for the Briton and reported a purse of $350,000. However, considering the factors such as bonuses and pay-per-view points, this total payout could have exceeded that figure. As it is a world championship at stake, an unconfirmed figure, the prize for winning the WBA belt would be $5 million, and the total purse would be close to $1 million once TJ Doheny took home a purse of $800,000 in pay-per-view bonuses in his last fight. This figure was awarded in his fight against Inui, which marked one of the highest ratings of last year according to reports from Sporty Salaries. It is estimated that for every 100,000 pay-per-view subscribers added during the fight, the purse could increase in value, meaning that both Nick Bull and Doheny will earn their best income of their professional careers. For example, these are the bonuses that Nick Bull has had in his last fights. 100,000 for each Isaac Dobe, Ray Vargas and Raymond Ford fight, 75,000 for Rubio and Lamati, and 50,000 for Lowe and Kakalolo. It is worth noting that aside from the legacy and glory of the World Championship at stake in their fight, the winner of the Nick Bull versus TJ Doheny clash is likely to receive a pay rise as well, particularly with a spectacular victory on the stacked boxing card. The fight between Nick Bull and TJ Doheny is scheduled to headline the Hard Days Night boxing card, which will take place in the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool, England. The card will feature 7 fights and the broadcast will begin at 5 p.m. British time, that is, on DAZN. Now, when I say pay-per-view subscribers, the fact is DAZN is a platform that you have to subscribe to, and that's what they're talking about. They also have pay-per-view fights on that platform, but this is not what they're talking about. They're talking about subscriptions. So if Nick Bull and TJ Doheny together can get 100,000 more people to subscribe while they're fighting, then they'll get these bonuses. But if you see the numbers that are being pushed around, 5 million for the belt, an extra million on top of that, then 100,000 in bonuses. Or in TJ Doheny's case, when he lost to Inui, he got 800,000 in bonuses that was separate to his purse. So let's say his purse was 250,000. It was probably somewhere around that kind of figure, because that's the type of money that these guys fight for at these lower weight classes at the top end. They're not the most popular weight classes, but at the top end of their weight classes, then man, they will still get paid a lot more than the most popular guy in the UFC. So as you see, he got 800,000 in bonuses in a loss, and that's on top of his pay. As I said, as in a loss against Inui, TJ Doheny got $800,000. But that was a very popular fight over there in Inui's side of the world, which is Japan. So then the revenue, which comes from the seats and also pay-per-view buys or the TV revenue, added up to where TJ Doheny took home 800,000. So Inui obviously took home over $1 million, and this is how these things work in boxing. And obviously, Dana White's been seeing all this and monitoring it. And that's why he has to have billionaire backers, because he knows he's going to have to pay fighters properly if they're going to come and join this league. But anyway, Nick Bull versus TJ Doheny. I expect Nick Bull to win. I think, as I said, they're kind of doing a comparison, which is not fair on TJ Doheny because he just got battered and bruised up by Naoya Inoue. Got stopped, TKO stoppage in the 7th round. It was a battering. He beat him up. It wasn't nice. And that was just September gone. So, to be fair, I don't really think it's fair for him to have this fight right now. But they're having the fight. This is how it's going to go. It is what it is. I don't think TJ Doheny will win this fight. TJ Doheny is a strong, durable journeyman, gatekeeper type fighter. But he's got another chance, and he's got a boxer's chance. He's got a puncher's chance because he can hit relatively hard for that weight class. I just think that Nick the Wrecking Bull will be too much for him, especially coming off of a loss, especially with the confidence that Nick Bull is walking around with at the moment. But I don't particularly want to see a fight between Nick Bull and Inoue, which seems to be what people want to see or what the promoters are trying to push for. In particular, Frank Warren, who promotes Nick Bull. But that's, for me, that's weak. A bigger man should not be calling a littler man to come up to his weight class to fight. But to be fair, we'll see how that goes, if that happens. But for this fight, on this night, I believe that Nick Bull is going to stop TJ Doheny. Very, very rough and rugged Nick Bull, pressure fighter, is going to bring it to TJ Doheny. TJ Doheny is not going to back down because that's not in his nature. He's one of them tough, hard as nails Irish Donnies. Don't ramp with the Irish Donnies that are like that. They'll knock you out. And they're tough as old boots. They can take punches. But I just think that Nick Bull's going to just be too young and too fresh for TJ Doheny. And he's going to march on. And for me, I think he should be looking to unify after this fight. I don't think he should be looking to fight no little man. I think he should be looking to unify. But we'll talk about that after, once he comes through with the victory, if he comes through with the victory. And I'll see you guys in the next video.